Day 2, getting transmission out. Hunter Ford in the building, or in the outdoors. Super excited. Got the coolest little rolling chair ever. Thing is freaking dumped. Sheesh. Heck yeah, I got some bigger jack stands. It is lower than the Z, yeah. It's got these, oh, that's a good idea.
No, I'm saying no.
Oh, like slam it? Like
no,
more?
I'm saying like, if you're like under there working and you hit a bowl, it's gonna like scrape on the bowl.
Oh, that's true.
It's gonna like stop.
I think we could add some cambies to it though, because it's got 6 wheels, so maybe if we just camber out like the middle wheels or something, be kind of spicy.
You'd only be able to go like,
it's like half an inch lower, maybe.
Just take these and just throw them sideways, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Just put them on there sideways.
Okay, now we're thinking.
That would be super, it'd be on the ground, it probably wouldn't even roll.
Probably
it's
not.
already too low. So
Be sick though. Okay, so today, we left off yesterday after we got the drive shaft out. I'm gonna show you the 17mm bolts from the top, climb up on the car. Ow! Noggin. They're deep in there. But anywhoosies, if you're doing this, you can see, try and point to one. I can't see the camera, I have no clue if it's pointing at it, but there's one there. There's 4 total, 1 on each side of that, and then 1 on each far side of the transmission. That's gonna be a 17mm. The one, there's some long boys too. So I think we're gonna have to disconnect right here from the harness, and then probably the bracket that holds that on there. That's a 10mm. And while I'm doing that, Hunter Ford is gonna be doing I'll use our nifty chair. This is luxury. This is what luxury feels like now. Just gonna rotate and come on yonder down here. We're back under the car. Heck of a lot more comfy. You can see right here on the transmission, that bolt right there at the finger, that's a 14mm. Those run all along here, and then I think the back side of this as well, there's some 14s right there, 2 there. Gotta take the starter out, which is, I think this, is that connected to it? I don't know, we're just gonna start taking stuff off. I don't know if this, yeah, that is part of it. So 2 14s right here, that's gonna be for the starter. I think I showed it in the video yesterday, getting the slave cylinder out. That was easy. That was the 2 12mm bolts on the bracket that connect to that. And just kind of hang that out of the way. I might reheat wrap that. I'll probably put a new one in actually in general, just because that one looks a little, she belongs to the streets. Get going on this, try and get this transmission out before 1 o'clock. What time is it right now? It is 10:40. Oh, I don't see why not. Come on, buddy. We got, I can't do math. 2 hours and 20 minutes. We're gonna get right into it. 30 seconds into it. Hunter Ford out here with the good, that was a good one.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oof. We had the bright idea of using this big old free air compressor I got and hooking up some air tools to try and get the 14s around the, I think that's the transfer case. I don't know what it's called, but this man gave himself the good old, the gun. That's probably a little bit safer for.
Maybe like an extension or something.
Yeah, try that. That's crazy. 30 seconds into it. For these ones up here, so first of all, it's awkward because you gotta climb up this bad girl, get under there. Your old knee's taking abuse, but this is that bracket right there. That bracket's got the 2 10mm bolts on it. I went ahead and just set them up here for now, right there. 1/2 inch 14. Oh wow, of course it goes to 15. Was there one in this? Are you kidding? 15? Goes 10, 12, 15, 17, 19, 21. What are the odds? We'll check the nifty junk drawers. There's a whole, but this is like the random extra. Oh, my finger. My finger? Charlie, bitch your finger. Because we're gonna get back into getting those 417s. I'll show you what the bolts look like when they're out. Those are the lengthy boys. I'll probably just set them up here like in order of how they came out, just to make sure. This man, we'll see if we can get down here and see what he's down here doing. Getting blood everywhere. Getting blood on my car. Add to the collection of animals I've hit and whatnot. The hair is all over the place. This thing's freaking filthy. Holy cow, this car is filthy. It's disgusting. But depending on how today goes, I might start dropping, oh, it sounds like Les Schwab up in here. Might start dropping suspension stuff because the new springs get here, I believe, on Friday. I work a weird schedule Friday, so I wouldn't be able to put them in until Saturday because the clutch, flywheel, pressure plate, slave cylinder, that stuff isn't gonna be here, I think, till next Tuesday or something. So about a week from today-ish. But the goal is right when that stuff gets here, throw it in. Get this bad girl back on the road because I want to drive it. I already miss it. I don't know how I'm gonna go through basic without having my car. Got the starter off? Heck yeah, bud. We'll get down here and take a peekaboo.
Are you gonna put these?
The starter bolts? Yes. Okay, cool. So down here and take a yonder. He's all the way up there. While he's doing that, I'm actually gonna make a little template, kind of like, saw it in a video and it looked pretty useful. Just take a square cardboard box, you make something like that, like you're looking from the front of the car. It's also in the Haynes repair manual, and you just kind of put where your bolts are, so that way when it's time to put everything back together, it's just right and nifty there. Let's get it, Hunter. I don't know which one this for, but this kid just pulled up and he got 1, 2, 3, 4 extensions and a swivel on the end.
Wait, 1, 2, 3.
5 and a swivel. So you got 6 on there. So we're gonna crawl under there. I'm kind of interested. I started making, here's a little diagram that I started. This is the top of the transmission, and this is from the back view. So if you're under there looking at it, these are the two where the starter with the brace on it, and then I'm just gonna start putting in all these 14s where they go. So that way, when we go to put it back in, slide it under there, throw everything in, good to party. Let's see, what is this kid up to?
So
Where are you going with that thing? Okay, so he's going on the left side of the transmission. It looks like he's feeding it somewhere. What is going on? There's so much more room for activities in here with these big, hefty, safer jacks. Now, what you thinking? Give us the rundown here. I think everyone's gonna be a little confused on what's happening here. Oh, I just hipped myself right in the trying to see where you're leading us to on this magical journey. Okay, so he's got the gun right there. Hang on, wait, before you go bzz, bzz, where are you connected to? Way over there, just one of those 14s.
no, it's a 7.
Oh, that's a 17? We have to put that on the chart. Need more air?
Yeah, I think so.
It's about to get real loud for a second, but we're gonna get this bolt off.
Okay, let's think.
Oh, there she goes. Oh yeah.
Sure it's moving?
Yeah, it definitely moved. It's just, I'm gonna throw my knuckle into this. I say throw the gun on there now. That was a hard one right there. There she is. We did indeed get it. That one is going to be, that was 15 minutes of recording. So this was the bottom of the transmission. Your 14 is right here. That's gonna be the 17 that's right above it. There's also, a good way to tell when you're looking at it is there's like a little notch right here. Like it kind of raises up and then it goes down like that, and like you'll see what I mean if you're doing this, but basically that one, it's very noticeable which one it is, and that one was the booger. I don't know if that's like that for most, but we were just struggling to get to that angle and whatnot, but we did get it by just using a breaker bar and then kicking it a little bit and then getting a bigger ratchet on there and getting it. So now we still got to do those top ones, and then we'll get back into all the ones down there, and then after that should be just the shift linkage, loosen the brace. I don't know if we have to take it off or not. The 10s from above, 4 bolts on the top of the tranny, that's where I'm at right now, and then we'll get the tranny jack down there and get ready to drop it. One more.
My hands are starting to
One more bolt. You starting
tingle.
to cramp up a little bit?
Not cramp, just tingle from pulling them over my head.
I'll use that as motivation. We'll just make this one quick. Just a tad. I'll yell at my dog. Not looking promising. Who in Japan has the absolute tiniest hands?
How many cameras does it take to get a bolt off?
4.
What's happening?
Oh, you know, just taking a breather and getting in some shade.
Hour 23 on this thing.
Just taking a shade rest break. Washingtonians aren't used to over 80 degrees.
It's pretty difficult in the streets.
Time to hibernate.
Look at these hefty ass jack stands.
Hefty.
Hefty.
Let me tell you, here is another prime example of where, I talked in the video about this on a different bolt, where in YouTube videos they make this look so easy because they just speed it up and then they're like, boom, I got them all out. That ain't the real world. This is the real world. The struggle, bracing it and making it your female dog. All right, well, Hunter's Mr. Genius right here. Let's just take a second to admire. Holy cow, look at how gorgeous he is. Oh, it's not focused. Hi. What a cutie. Hi. Look at that man hard at work. You know what they say when you see that back curve? Belongs to the streets. Sheesh.
I can't believe I was waiting this long.
You know, you should have, but sheesh. What a guy. Look at that. This is what we call this. He's at beginner level right now with that curve. Only TikTok people will know. Wow, so is that all 4? There they are, right there. So now we'll drop the little brace thing down there and then start wiggling this thing out. Shoo. All right, while we do this, just dropping this brace right here. What size is it? It's a 14, so it's 2 on each side. And then it should come right down. Okay, exciting stuff. So, transmission is about to come out. We found multiple more hidden bolts that I forgot about. I will go over a couple of those, but we are about to have this thing come down. So, put the... Hurry, buddy. What do you want? Do you want the tranny jack, or what do we do here?
You're gonna have to like do this fast.
got her out. Let's go! That is how it is done, my guy. Okay, so with the tranny being out, went pretty smoothly for the most part, not gonna lie. There wasn't that many big hiccups. The only thing was, is it felt like it was non-stop. Every time we tried to get the tranny to come out, we're like, shit, there's more bolts that I forgot about, which are all things that, I mean, I should have known, but we kind of kept getting just a little trigger happy. So this is kind of the final, what my little diagram thing was looking like. I'm not exactly sure what this cover even does, but there's a whole bunch of like fibers on it. I'm probably gonna clean that up, but it had the 2 14s and the 10. Just so weird. I don't know why the heck they would even need to be a 10 through the middle with the 14s on the side. It was just non-stop finding more. These were kind of the basic bolts that are very obvious when you start this, is you got your starter bolts. This brace part, which was kind of under by the starter. I think the brace, it was just to have this clip go through to hold the wiring harness on for the transmission. And then this little thing, which also has the big 17 with 2 14s. It had one that went on this way and one that came out in the back. Not exactly sure the purpose of this. I mean, obviously besides holding the transmission on, but that was gonna be on the driver's side of it, on the bottom. And when we go to put everything back in, I'll kind of be able to explain a little bit better on where all this stuff goes. But this was kind of like the big pieces, and then you had the brace, which I think it's still under the car. But yeah, there's that brace that holds your transmission on, and then some other random little covers and braces that we took off. I kind of just bolted it back up here. This was like the cover that had to come down with that brace, and then the big transmission like piece, like brace part, that's on the transmission still, but that had to come down obviously. And then this is what we see now. We got the clutch right there. Definitely looks like an old clutch, but this is gonna kind of jump just right into a video about taking the clutch out, putting the new one in when it gets here. It won't be for a couple days, but I just don't want this to be an ongoing hour-and-a-half long video because it took so long to do some of the stuff. But then there's also, you know, the 4 top ones up here and the 2 10s that we're holding on some braces as well. But anyways, cutting the video here. Appreciate anyone watching this. I hope this kind of gives a little realistic expectation on when you're dropping your tranny out. All those other videos, they make it look like a piece of cake, but I mean, it probably is when you actually got the lift and everything to do all the right stuff. But when you're doing this, you know, in your parents' driveway and don't got much tools for the most part. Luckily, we had some air tools, which came in really handy, not gonna lie. Kind of hard to fit. There was a lot of stuff that was hard to get fitted into places. Very tight squeeze in these cars, but anywhoosies. Thank you guys for watching. You have a beautiful rest of your day, and then I will see you when we start doing the clutch video. Have a good one.